Good morning, everybody. You haven't heard this voice for a while, have you? Well, not live, not fresh, so to say. Today is the last day of 2016, and due to your popular question, Lina, when's your next video? How about you record another video? And here I am recording another video for you. Do I have anything important to say? No, not really, but just to say hi and to say Happy New Year to everybody, because I know that some of you have missed me and I have missed some of you. I'm here in Koh Samui, still in Thailand, staying at a friend's house because my house is rented out, and it's the high season, so don't miss the opportunity to let some people stay in the house that is a little different from any other house on Samui. You know why? Because it was built with love and passion and excitement and so much thought, and everything else went into the house, including money. But hey, it's all over now. It's totally complete with a big swimming pool and plants all around the house. Looks nice. So that was the big project for like a year and a half. Now, what are we going to talk about? The end of the year. Usually it's a good time to analyze what you have done in the whole year and what you're going to do the next year. I don't really do that, but this time, just before I clicked the play button, record button, I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? And I thought, well, I don't really need to plan. It's like when you meet your friends, you don't really plan what you're going to say, right? You don't have a script. I think it just comes more natural that way. So I think that we should share this thought of reflecting on what has happened over a year. It's kind of useful because we go through life without actually thinking what we have achieved, if we have achieved enough, if we've achieved our goals or not. We just kind of like flow through it, and then realize, well, where's the year go? Where's the 5 years gone? And have we done anything in those 5 years or in that 1 year? That's a big question. Did I have goals for 2016? No, not really, but it kind of went well. There's a lot of things that have been achieved up here and in here, and that is probably the most important part when you feel like you've moved up a level. You've graduated from some 101 to 102 in some things, and hopefully you have to. As long as you feel that you're growing and developing in various areas of your life, and it's not necessarily how much money you have in your bank account in the beginning of the year and the end of the year, although to some people that might be the most important thing, not to me though. It's how much is in this account and how much is in that account is what is of greatest value to me personally. How I feel, how I look at things, how I think about people around me, how mature I am compared to the year before. I have been listening to Bashar a lot lately, probably for most part of this year, almost every week. And if you don't know who Bashar is, it's not that important who Bashar is, because once I tell you, you might have some prejudice against him. But the philosophy is very much in line with my own thinking, and that is something that stimulates my own ideas and ideas of other people. When you take them raw and try to put it into your head and make them yours, it doesn't quite work. You have to adopt them and adapt to them and make them yours by combining them with your own thinking, with your own philosophy, and only then they can become yours so that you can benefit from them. So ideas of Bashar and his key idea is that follow your excitement in life, and I totally agree with that. Passion and excitement. And it doesn't mean a big career thing or like a lifetime adventure or whatever. It means that every moment of your life, this very moment, 11:30 a.m. here in Thailand, you have a choice. You have a choice of what you're going to do. You have a choice of what you're going to say, what you're going to wear, and how you're going to behave. Make the choice that is most exciting to you, and make the choice that ignites the passion in you. It doesn't have to be a huge, big fire kind of passion. It can be this little by little kind of like, yeah, that feels really cool. I want to do that. If I want to drink a cup of peppermint tea, or I want to call a friend, or I want to go out and, I don't know, walk on the beach. Choose the most exciting thing every moment of your life. And I try to live by that rule for the past year, consciously. And the previous years, I guess it kind of has been the same, but often my brain interfered with this feeling of excitement, and the brain said, no, that's not the right thing to do. I know you feel excited about it, but wait until you do everything that has to be done first, and then you can do the exciting thing later. It doesn't quite work. It has to be whatever excites you now. It's like it's something that has to be done, and once you follow that rule, you realize that you feel excited about more and more things, and that it's a very good navigation in life that takes you to the right places. At least it worked for me that way. So, not listening so much to the logical part of you, but listening more to the emotional part of you, especially the part that tells you, yeah, that's fun. Like, you know what kids are like, right? They always want to do something. And if you remember yourself when you were a kid, it's like, oh, I really want to do that. And you don't think about what has to be done, like your homework or whatever, reading a book or walking the dog. You think of what you really want to do. This is what it should be like in adult life. We shouldn't lose that. So this is probably the most important idea that I have taken out of 2016. It kind of really sank into my own philosophy, and originally it might have not been my idea, but now it is, and it's guiding me in everyday choices, small choices of, turning left or turning right on the road. When you have a choice, and we always have a choice, and don't forget that whenever it feels like you don't have a choice, you still do. So don't lie to yourself, don't fool yourself into believing that there is no choice in life. There always is. And that's a very calming sort of idea that gives you peace of mind when you realize that whatever you feel has to be done, absolutely has to be done, doesn't really have to be done at all if you don't feel like doing it. And if it's something like, vacuuming the house, who feels like cleaning the house? I mean, come on. And find the exciting part in it. Promise yourself the feeling of how you're going to feel in a clean house, for example. Like, that's going to feel much better, and it's going to make you breathe a lot easier, because all the dust is going to be gone. And that is how you transform a boring, mundane idea into a task, into something more exciting, more stimulating and motivational. Other things? Yeah, one other thing, and I guess I always felt very comfortable with who I am, and the reason to start this channel some 3 years ago or more was to make other people feel comfortable with who they were, in particularly a certain group of people that I call the S-type people, because that is an aspect of some people's personality that people mostly don't feel comfortable with, and they try to suppress it, hide it, and even reject it at times, pretending that that's not really them, that is something else, somebody else, and that's not who they want to be. And I've had many emails saying that people don't like being that way and so on. When you don't like something about yourself, that's a problem. If it's not something that you can fix, or it's something that you can fix but don't really want to deep inside you, because most of you at times you say that, well, I wish I was not this way, but most of the time you say, well, I'm really enjoying that aspect of myself because it brings me a lot of joy, pleasure, and so on, and I don't really want to change it. But then how do I reveal it to my spouse or girlfriend or whatever? So be yourself is the second one. The first one was follow your excitement in life, follow your passion, even a tiny little spark of passion. Second one was be yourself, and don't try to suppress it, hide it, change it. Just make the best of it. That sounds like a big cliche, okay? Let me try to explain. There is this aspect of you, and I'm talking to a particular group of people, as you know, most of you here, my subscribers on this channel, are the people from a certain group, and you're very, very different, yes, but you have this certain aspect of your personality that I call the S-type, that you all have in common. Of course, there are different expressions and different manifestations of that kind of personality, but basically it comes to one thing. That's how you found me. It wasn't by chance, it wasn't just browsing, because we are meant to meet here and you're meant to get something out of it, and hopefully you did over the course of time. Maybe it was some entertainment, maybe it was something deeper. I really hope it was something deeper, but if it was just entertainment, then hey, good, that's also good. Don't hide it. And if you think that people around you, the closest people to you and the people who love you and who you love, will not understand, that is a fear that should be killed, should be avoided, basically. Any type of fear is not a good thing, but the type of fear of not being yourself and thinking that somebody is not going to love you if you are going to be yourself is the worst. Because let's say they love you for somebody who you are not, or yes, they love some aspect of you, but not the other 90% that you have been hiding so well from everybody else. Start to be proud of it. Once you love that aspect of yourself, it's going to find beautiful manifestations of, I can't not go into details here, but pleasing a woman and being proud of what you do for her, being of service, and the desire to be of service, the desire to be loved for who you are, the desire to be loved for the secret part of you, for the suppressed part of you, is probably really strong, and you should never suppress it. Be that other you, be that dark you, the private you that you don't really show to other people. You'll feel a lot happier in general. Maybe first few times it's going to feel awkward. It might feel that you're not being understood or being rejected, but in the end, this is who you are, and you should be proud of it. You should be not afraid to be yourself, and don't look for confirmations that, see, I told you people would not understand, see, I told you she wouldn't like it, see, I said that would not work, and so on. Don't listen to the inner voice, the logical voice of either, yeah, see, I told you, I mean, you talking to yourself, like, yeah, just silence that voice. Shut up, shut up, shut up, you. Don't tell me that. I'm going to continue in that way, and it's going to lead to something good. After a while of trying and trying and trying, it will definitely be okay. And enjoy the ride all the way through. I think 2 points of good advice is more than enough to digest for the end of the year. I know that you're all busy, and that's great. It's a good time of new promises, new hopes, and new achievements in the next year. In whatever area, it might be the money, it might be spiritual, whatever, mental, you might learn something good, but always keep on developing, keep on growing. Happy New Year. Bye bye, everybody.